So I recently had a baby and I'm now 3 days postpartum, and I wanted to go ahead and share my positive birth story. So I gave birth to my baby girl on the 26th of September, which was Monday. And on Friday night, I ended up drinking raspberry leaf tea. It was my only last option since I wasn't dilating at all and nothing was progressing during my labor. And I didn't really want to get induced on Monday, even though Monday ended up being the day that I delivered. On Saturday, I started to have what you call a bloody show, which is basically blotting of blood and just having blood in general when you're wiping and going to the bathroom. And that's when I decided that I was going to call my OB to see if that was something normal or if I had to come get checked in. And then I basically got told that it was normal and that that was signs of my labor progressing. So my labor actually began really slow. I was actually hanging out with one of my friends that day. We went out for a walk at the grocery store and did like a couple of errands. And then I started having like these contractions, which I thought were Braxton Hicks, and I didn't think really much anything of it until they started getting more consistent, not really more painful, but they were just happening more frequently. Throughout the day, I continued bleeding every single time I would go to the bathroom. So I decided it was time for me to go to the hospital and get it checked out just to be safe. They decided to admit me once I got to the hospital since I was having contractions and kept bleeding. And my induction day was supposed to be Monday anyways, so why not keep me at almost 41 weeks pregnant. So the OB that was on call for that night said she wasn't going to check my cervix because she didn't really feel the need since I wasn't having consistent contractions and it was just like normally bleeding. So she was going to wait until the next OB came in and checked my cervix on that next shift. And so the next OB checked my cervix and she could tell that baby's head was really low, but that I was still very not much dilated and that my cervix was very, very far back. On the second check that the OB did on me, she noticed that I wasn't really progressing much. Again, it took a while and she decided that it'd be better for me to try the Foley tube, which essentially is a little balloon that goes inside your cervix and blows up until 3 centimeters so that you dilate.